Well, here we stand upon you on the brink of Hell in a Cell. June 5th, 8 p.m. Peacock. 7 matches right now as it stands on the card. Just want to give you my thoughts, my opinions on the pay-per-view. The card, I mean, it's literally, to me, matches that we have seen over and over again. Recently on SmackDown, on Raw. It's just the same type of match. So I worry that this pay-per-view will not be like a typical Raw or SmackDown. The first match in any old order: Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Like I have said before, and Ron Breaker continues to be that streak. I said the streak of whoever becomes the next champion, it's either going to be Cody Rhodes or Braun Breaker. This looks to be going perfectly in the direction of Cody Rhodes. Could he win here? Very much so. Could I also see a wrench being thrown in where, where this forces Cody Rhodes kind of like, maybe they do some type of weird step where, Seth Rollins wins, but in that step he brings up, listen, the fact says if you lose, you cannot challenge for a championship match down the road. Maybe they bring up that type of a deal, and Cody Rhodes goes the route of trying to do it from Money in the Bank. So they could spice it up somehow here to make this a little bit more entertaining. Cody Rhodes, man, he's just I think he's going to the top there. Could this be a roadblock? Cody Rhodes did lose twice already, and I know they value Cody Rhodes as well. They value Seth Rollins as well. So I see this being a problem here. The third and final match, they're gonna do some type of a gimmick where Cody didn't read the contract, and it's somewhere to that effect, where Seth Rollins gets one over on Cody Rhodes, even though I think they want to protect Cody Rhodes to the very end. Give me something here. Give me Cody Rhodes for the victory versus Seth Rollins. We have the Judgment Day versus AJ Styles versus Liv Morgan and Finn Balor. So this, you almost expect something to happen. If you look at Edge's Twitter, he teases, who is the next member of Judgment Day. He's had pictures of everyone from Riddle to Liv Morgan. It's everyone on his Instagram there in Edge. And that is the big kind of talking point. Every time they're out there doing a promo, that's something that they stress. And well, I think it's coming within the group of AJ Styles, Liv Morgan, Finn Balor. I think it's going to come down to Finn Balor just really needs something fresh, a new fresh coat of paint to work with. Now, the Bullet Club reincarnation between AJ Styles and Finn Balor there for a hot minute. It's nice. Working Liv Morgan into that, they could maybe potentially do something phenomenal with that, no pun intended. But it's a point where AJ Styles, I think, is fine on his own. If need be, Liv Morgan is fine on her own. come a long way. Finn Balor really just needs something to clinch his teeth in and start anew, start fresh. It's going to be Judgment Day winning after someone turns on someone, and that's going to be Finn Balor turning on Liv Morgan and AJ Styles. So, the second match, give me the Judgment Day winning. I also have Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. Omos. And in MVP handicap match, I think Omos is going to get his, going to even up the score, get his victory back. I mean, he's almost been looked a fool by, in my opinion anyway, by throwing Bobby Lashley onto the cage. Hence Bobby Lashley breaking the cage and falling to the ground first. And he was still able to get up at the end of the match and still kind of had the last say on Omos. I can't see it happen any other way. Omos can't lose again and look like, especially when it's 2-on-1, and look like something credible, like a credible big man. That won't happen if he loses. So I think Omos and MVP win. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin. Welcome back, Happy Corbin. They kind of refreshed the gimmick a little bit more serious. That is Madcap Moss. A little bit ring attire, no more suspenders. Hey, listen, I like Madcap Moss. They had something for him. I like the gimmick. I like the laughing. Got something to that he had to latch on to. Now it's almost like he's starting again. The intensity each week could only take you so far. I don't know why they took his old, things away from him. And they have Happy Corbin, who is what he is. He's always getting some type of reaction, whether you all want to admit it or not. I think Happy Corbin's going to win. And then I really start to worry about Madcap Moss, what the future will hold from him. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. We all know, listen, Kevin Owens, that there's only Ezekiel, the younger brother of Elias. There's no such thing as Elias. And Kevin Owens is just, going mad, saying, there is Elias and Ezekiel. They both exist. Kevin Owens was the perfect one to introduce this. And this gimmick has really kind of taken off, I think, unintentionally. I like, I like Ezekiel a lot. Kevin's rage will come into play, and I see Ezekiel sneaking out the victory. I do, and we're going to go with Ezekiel for that match versus Ali. I'm sorry, that's Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. That was that match. I am sorry, my tongue is twisted. Theory versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali still getting the short end of the shit stick there. Mustafa Ali retains for that match. Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch. I think Bianca's going to win. It's too soon to lose that title.